With its rendition of The Addams Family, Wednesday has broken Netflix records. The Netflix original series Wednesday has surpassed its previous high mark and is climbing the platform's all-time ratings. The characters of the Addams Family comics, created by Charles Addams, were the inspiration for the mystery series, 4 of which were directed by Tim Burton. Watch this video for complete details. First up, Addams Family Easter egg in Wednesday. The Addams Family has undergone several transformations, from its original conception as an animation strip to Netflix's recently released TV series Wednesday, which stars Jenna Ortega as Wednesday Addams and is chock full of Easter eggs referencing its previous iterations. The Addams Family, named after artist Charles Addams, is the antithesis of the all-American, WASP, middle-class suburban family. Addams initially published his cartoons in The New Yorker. In terms of outward appearances and family dynamics, the Addamses are the complete opposite. They don't have white picket fences, a blonde and unenthusiastic housewife, a husband who resents both his work and his wife throughout the day, and kids who are subjected to high expectations but little emotional support. The Addams Family is loving and supportive of one another, despite their preoccupation with death, pain, and other macabre subjects. They are unconstrained by societal conventions or the need to maintain appropriate appearances. Wednesday, a Tim Burton production, deviates a little from the ideas of the original Addams Family canon to modernize the viewer's understanding of adolescent angst. The show focuses on Wednesday's coming of age rather than family conflict, changing the dynamic between Wednesday and her parents to give her a character arc of reclaiming her independence. As a bonus, Wednesday and her friends have superpowers. The Addams Family canon is referenced frequently in Wednesday, despite the differences between the reimagined series and the original films. Up next, a minute detail revealed the killer in Wednesday. The perpetrator's identity was the subject of many twists on Wednesday, but a small tidbit revealed the killer's genuine identity early on. Even though Wednesday withheld the killer's identity until the final episode, a small element gave away the killer's identity. It gives the well-known family a fresh spin while paying respect to its forebearers. Jenna Ortega plays a teenage Wednesday Addams who is sent to Nevermore Academy, a boarding school for supernatural outcasts, and is soon drawn into a murder investigation. The killer, the Hyde, and its master are at the center of the murders. But when Wednesday is attacked, she adopts a darker strategy. Marilyn Thornhill, played by Christina Ricci, serves as Wednesday's amiable botanical science instructor at first, but Thornhill's coffee order provides a small detail that proves she is the murderer. The supernatural Nevermore pupils are in Jericho on Outreach Day in Episode 3, Friend or Woe, and some professors are in Tyler's place of employment, the coffee shop. Thornhill reveals that she gets a daily matcha latte from the coffee shop to the mayor, played by Tommy Earl Jenkins, and Principal Weems, played by Gwendolyn Christie. However, Tyler alludes to Thornhill's alleged daily coffee order in Episode 4, Whoa, What a Night, by saying, double cap, no froth, 2 pumps of sugar-free vanilla. Up next, Wednesday completely flipped the Addams Family's point. The Addams Family's Wednesday removes a key component, but the adjustment fits the supernatural plot of the show. In Wednesday, Netflix's dark coming-of-age series marked the first time one of the Addams Family's characters has had its spin-off, offering a fresh perspective on the legendary, terrifying characters. Teenager Wednesday Addams discovers mysterious layers of her family's past as she learns to control her psychic abilities while attending the Nevermore Academy School for Outcasts. In addition to making the family more emotionally nuanced than in previous Addams Family adaptations, Wednesday's tale also places the family in a setting where they are not particularly strange. strange. The Addams Family was intended to parody stereotypical suburban America by placing a macabre, slightly otherworldly, and eccentric family. Although the gothic, murderous family is designed to seem strange to their neighbors, they are quite similar to the other Wednesday characters at Nevermore Academy. In Wednesday, Nevermore's marginalized species experience rejection at the hands of normies, not just the Addamses. In Nevermore's sea of strangeness, the Addams family still manages to retain their gothic distinctiveness. Still, they lack the dramatic fish-out-of-water contrast that made the Addams family so appealing. This artistic shift is even more puzzling, given that director Tim Burton excels at portraying gothic outsiders surrounded by typical suburbia. Up next, why Wednesday ignores a crucial aspect of the Addams family's argument. A tweak to the central conceit still makes sense because Wednesday isn't meant to be a faithful reproduction of the Addams family. Wednesday develops this concept by providing the Addamses with a more extensive community, rather than just depicting them as an undesirable supernatural family navigating the regular world. The original idea is flipped by emphasizing that Gomez and Morticia Addams' family is simply one of many marginalized communities in the world, highlighting how unexceptional they are. Although the Addams family will always be out of place in a regular suburb, Wednesday deftly explores if this perception applies to other outcasts. Even though her parents Gomez and Morticia thrived in this environment as famous students, Wednesday prioritizes making Wednesday Addams the outcast among outcasts in a true Tim Burton manner. In a familiar coming-of-age story theme, Wednesday's shift in how she views the Addamses relates to her tense relationship with her mother. As Wednesday develops into her person, she discovers that she is an outcast in her own family and school. This isn't necessarily because of her supernatural abilities or preferences for the gothic style, but because she is socially awkward and defies expectations for both normies and outcasts. Because even misfits have their own accepted practices, Wednesday normalizes being unusual while embracing individuality in any situation, as is made clear in her dancing sequence. This version of Wednesday makes more sense in the Nevermore set, giving this Wednesday a safe place where she may feel somewhat normal among her fellow outcasts is crucial, because she is a more emotionally sophisticated character. While Wednesday Addams still stands out, the atmosphere of Nevermore Academy finally provides her with supporters who encounter comparable hostility. Wednesday's story also emphasizes the conflict between outcasts and normies. Even though Wednesday will continue to be shunned by the popular kids, she is at least not struggling through the intense teenage angst alone at school. Wednesday Ortega needs a place where she can control her powers, develop as a unique individual free from her family's influence, and genuinely make friends. And that's what Nevermore provides. Up next, another impressive record was broken by Wednesday for Netflix. Over 411 million hours of the Netflix series have been seen on the streaming service, breaking its own record and exceeding its debut numbers. The Netflix original series Wednesday has surpassed its previous high mark and is climbing the platform's all-time ratings. The characters of the Addams Family comics, created by Charles Addams, were the inspiration for the mystery series, 4 of which were directed by Tim Burton. It follows Wednesday, played by Jenna Ortega, as she is taken to Nevermore Academy, a boarding school designed particularly for misfits. The academy and its neighboring town of Jericho, Vermont, are both experiencing a strange death spree as Wednesday learns to deal with her newly discovered psychic ability. With 341.2 million hours of global streaming on Wednesday, the popular series Stranger Things was deposed as the most significant English language streamer on Netflix. According to The Hollywood Reporter, reporter, the Jenna Ortega-led Wednesday, which made its premiere 12 days ago, reportedly broke its record for November 28th to December 4th with 411.29 million hours watched. This is the first time in which a week's worth of viewing for an English language series exceeded 400 million hours, following Dahmer, Monster, The Jeffrey Dahmer Story at number 2, and Stranger Things Season 4 at number 1 on Netflix's all-time list for English language series. Wednesday is placed number 3 with 752.52 million cumulative hours streamed. Wednesday is very likely to overtake the former shortly and claim the number 2 position. Finally, what makes Wednesday a hit? The movie Wednesday received mixed reviews when it debuted on the review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes, but it has since gone on to become a huge hit with audiences, with an 87% approval rating as of the time of this writing. Another well-known dance moment from episode 4 went viral and sparked a TikTok fad of videos copying the choreography. The series' on-screen and off-screen talent is largely responsible for its popularity. With her precocious, dark, and blatantly awkward ways, Wednesday Addams has always been one of the Addams Family characters who has enjoyed the greatest degree of commercial success. Given the success of the series, a spin-off following Wednesday in her teenage years has the most potential and appeal of all the cast members. With Ortega in the lead, the program features a lead character the audience can't necessarily relate to, but nevertheless enjoys watching all the same. She effortlessly conveys the Addams Family daughter's deadpan sarcasm and acute intelligence. The series appears to have been properly styled and toned thanks to Burton's influence, which gives it the necessary blend of horror and whimsy. Wednesday has a lot to commend for its dark comedy connected to both the character and Burton, and its abundance of connections to Edgar Allan Poe that go beyond Nevermore Academy. The show's apparent X factor is, however, the fact that Wednesday is a typical dark academic day. The characters of the subgenre that have drawn a lot of interest from viewers in both digital media and conventional literature, especially from Burton, include being set in a boarding school, having a mystery, and its style of prep school uniforms and gothic buildings. The series will continue to accumulate viewing hours and ascend even farther up Netflix's all-time charts, as long as it keeps focusing on its appealing tropes and promising lead character, which might lead to the anticipated Season 2 renewal. Nevermore Academy implies that Wednesday on Netflix strips away the core charm of the original Addams Family premise, yet it fits the narrative of this character. Tell us what you think in the comment section. Do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. We'll see you in the next video.